think at the end of the day, I don't think your idea was really that marketable.
Like I said I told myself I was gonna do a Lawbreakers review, but I just don't feel like playing that game for some reason. Like maybe because I feel like I have to have you and JG to play it. Like I just can't play it alone. Like,
I can't play solo.
It's terrible solo, fam. It's one of the worst games I've ever played.
And I can't figure out why it's like it's.
I can tell you why, because it's like the roles. The thing is,
hold on. You ain't gonna come in here and say hello, and then just tell me what it's gonna be.
I don't think it's so serious.
Hi. Okay,
there's two things wrong with it. There's two things wrong.
Okay.
The classes aren't fun enough individually, as well as it's an objective-based team game. However, it feels like your team is too heavily relied on, as well as you can't do a lot solo. It's like in Overwatch. You don't need to be Call of Duty. It doesn't need to be like a
You can't carry in the game.
But no one can actually carry. And that's a problem. Like one player.
I remember they gave me the digital deluxe version for free, and I remember the day the game came out, I played it. I literally streamed 1.5 games. Halfway through my second game, I turned it off because I was literally on tilt. Like I had a headache. I was like, I can't play this.
I hate to say it, but I think the game's too difficult.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a high skill gap. That's all it is.
It's an arena shooter. He put a lot of high skill gap shit, which is funny because that's what gamers wanted. Like literally, that's what everybody bitches about games being too simplified. But he makes a game that has actually a lot of complexity to it, and it may have turned off the greater audience.
I think the skill gap comes with the use of the characters, because the classes aren't fun to me. I play medic, but I don't play medic because I enjoy it. I play it because I'm good at it.
I think they should have just made it free to play.
Yeah, but see, this is what I think. I think Cliffy fucked himself over because he went the wrong route with when people made the comparison to Overwatch for his game. I think he tried too hard to make the game. It felt like he built the game specifically just to counter target Overwatch. It was literally I felt all his design decisions were literally, did Overwatch? It's like the Obama-Trump comparison. It's like literally
repeal and replace.
Yeah, it's literally if Obama was Overwatch, he is Trump, and it's literally, does Overwatch do this? Okay, no, we're doing the exact opposite.
He's like, maybe we shouldn't let them stream the alpha. Like, you think, nigga? You think
that alpha was horrible?
It was terrible. Maybe you shouldn't have been blocking people.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have been blocking because maybe they did have very good points. Your game was not I think he was in denial early on that his game was really bad. Because I would argue his game was bad with the the first 4 classes he made were, in fact, I agree with Black, they were boring. I think his later classes are fun. I think Gunslinger's fun.
They require
Wraith is a lot of fun
as well.
Well, that's the thing. I think the fun factor is the hardest classes are the fun ones. But the thing is what that is, because Wraith is fun as shit. But
I do enjoy Wraith.
Gunslinger's a shit ton of fun, but Gunslinger's difficult as shit. But he's a lot of fun when you
I think the problem is the movement that came along with it didn't match the characters as well. Which one that slides on the ground but can't teleport?
The one with the little knife.
Or is it Wraith?
No, it's Wraith.
Triple jump. He can slide.
Yeah, it's Wraith. That's right.
He can commando people basically.
But what the Tracer one that goes back in time more forward and shit?
Gunslinger's the one that can blink, but he can't go back in time. None of them can.
I think it was the Gunslinger one. Right?
No, he can't go back in time, but he can blink. He can blink.
Yeah. He can blink.
Yeah.
Gunslinger was the one where it's I'll be playing him and it's I didn't like how it worked going backwards and up. It's I need better verticality for him.
He does have verticality though.
No, I don't know. I don't think I like him. His
blink is omnidimensional, so you don't have to go left.
I think you have to jump up, look upwards. That's why I didn't like it.
I think it suffers.
You double space. You press double space, and he literally blinks up. See, that's the thing.
Wow,
okay, what you're explaining. Yeah, what you're explaining is exactly the problem with the game. Is there's complexity.
I did not know.
Yeah, but it doesn't explain it well. That there's all these nuances to the mechanics, which is
there's definitely advanced moves that certain players can only pull off.
Right. That's why I like Gunslinger, because Gunslinger has a lot of cool mechanics to his kit. It's just he's very hard to kill people with. But when you kill him, there's that fuck that nigga up.
Here's the thing with Halo and Gears of War. It's simple to pick up, but it's hard to master, and that's the difference. I feel
it takes a certain level of skill in Lawbreakers to be able to build enough momentum to jump through the actual middle part with the gravity. Because I don't think a lot of people understood how that gravity can extend your jump. I don't think they understood
a lot
that.
of people still to this day. I remember when I still played. A lot of them still, because the game doesn't explain it. You could shoot behind you, and they actually boost.
Yeah, they never explained that. No,
yeah. I realized that.
That's a key. That's a key mechanic of learning how to get around the map and increase your momentum. Like especially because people were like
rocket jumping.
Yeah, because when I was watching a couple of reviews, a couple of them bitched about. They think the gravity is just a gimmick because when you get into it, it just slows your character down. And the funny thing is, like, they don't understand if you don't use... You can literally use your fucking gunfire to back up and to boost forward. But, like, I look at the gameplay, and a lot of them aren't doing that. Like, they're running around like it's Overwatch, or they're running around like it's Call of Duty. They're not doing it right.
I think the game suffered from the same problem as the original Titanfall when we played the beta. And then we got the full game, and it was like, it's the beta. The beta. The difference between the beta and Lawbreakers was one new character. That was it.
Right. And one map.
And one new map.
I feel like there could be like Titanfall it lacked diversity in game modes, really. But like there was enough diversity in game modes for this. It's just the fact that it's just too heavily team-based.
And the funny thing is,
like, I asked an MLG team to enjoy it.
I remember asking that in LA too. I was like, we kept playing it, and it got to the point I was like, so is there anything new in this? Like, yeah, we got a new class and we got a new map. And he's like, we're also gonna give you the digital deluxe version. I was like, what's the difference? There's a couple more skins in it. Why would anybody pay extra? Like,
they show too much.
But
he screwed himself because what I think the 4 classes they originally built, they did. This is the problem, right? And remember when we first played, the Titan was OP as a motherfucker. Like
he would kill the whole team,
just kill everybody. We couldn't. You could not kill the Titan.
OP now.
And all the other characters, Assassin was worthless because literally, if you try to jump in somebody's face, they'd blow you away in one shot. You couldn't kill shit with the Assassin. The Enforcer was just It was just It was just a boring ass regular shooter.
I like the old Enforcer compared to the new one.
Yeah.
What was the difference?
I think damage.
It was because I don't remember him changing.
The old one had ADS. They removed ADS off of him, so he lost his ADS skill. I feel like they should have made him like Soldier 76 from Overwatch, because like something about sprint feels right when you literally see your character sprinting, not this. Oh, he's boosting his speed. That's the thing that annoys me about Enforcer. I don't feel like his fast speed shit is good. I think his grenade's really good because you basically can disable people's abilities. But his movement speed ability is trash. Like it's the only good thing about it is like because you have a lot of bullets. You can boost it, but yeah, he's a very just boring ass class to play. But the problem is they showed off the game too early. The alpha had the worst, in my opinion, the worst classes, and that put a lot of people's mindset that the game was trash, so they weren't going to try it out. The beta comes
I didn't know the PS4 version was stuttering either. Like I saw that in the video. That man was playing with a
Did you find why it was like that? Like it was actually like a stupid mistake they could have fixed. Like they should have seen it come. They should have seen it. For
what was it?
They missed it. It was if a person you're gonna love this. So if a person goes to switch their class, it literally lags everybody on the server.
that's the next gen experience.
How did you miss this? How did you like not see that coming? It blows my mind. But yeah, if a person went to change their hero and they changed it to a different role, that little like transition to like change it would cause it.
I'm playing it back in my mind like the event. This is literally Battleborn all over again. Because remember, like in the Blunderborn video, like they were talking about out the gate, they were talking about trying to do they were trying to do like the esports thing. Like when I was in LA, they were hella pushing the whole esports vibe. Like let's have some competitive matches. We're gonna throw them up on the channel and show how we can be esports.
Get the marketing out there, show them.
It's like, bro, just worry about if your game is fun or not.
I feel like the community has to decide if your game is esports worthy, not you, and that's where they mess up. You can naturally make it competitive. Like I don't think Overwatch was made with the intent of competitive esports. We got to push that. It was literally a hero shooter, and it was pretty fun.
They should have known they had a problem when they saw nobody was streaming it. It was literally only us streaming it until the week it came out when they paid all the streamers to play it. And then after they got their check, you never saw them stream it again.
Well, Cliffy B takes an L. He's probably going to take one of the top 10 L's of this year. Hopefully it's humble pie for him
to make it good. That's a real question.
The question is,
they got to save face.
can he make it good? Because
he should have fired whoever the character designer. He should have fired whoever the character designer because they lack personality. It's too dude, bro.
The thing he needs to do is the first thing is so one of the people I'm playing with who actually likes it. You can watch some of his videos, TBH, like Reykjavik.
Yeah, he does videos like downward thrust, like the old videos like you actually too.
Yeah, like longer.
I'm subscribed to him.
Yeah. So he hit me up randomly and asked if I wanted to play Lawbreakers with him. So we were playing. We actually discussed it. That's why I think I left you guys. Like I talked to him until like 3 a.m. in the morning about like a lot of this shit, and we were talking about like Lawbreakers, and so we both agreed it was a good game, and we liked the mechanics of the game. But we were explaining like the issues with it and so forth. And he did that video. Actually, he was explaining how cancerous the Overwatch like hate community is. It's fucking ridiculous how many people like hate on you if you like Overwatch. But he was explaining in a video about how he feels like a big problem of Lawbreakers is they didn't set up a good narrative for the game. And he's like, that's one of the main reasons why Overwatch is hyper successful is because the community boosts it because they love the story and they like how the characters interact with each other. But like the problem is Cliffy B, which he says is Cliffy B actually saw the video and he talked to him on Twitter about it. And Cliffy B was like, oh yeah, we did that on purpose. Like we purposely wanted the characters to say cringe lines and say hashtag you're dead, bro, and all this meta shit.
That was missed in translation because I didn't know that.
Yeah, like you can do that, but that doesn't still mean that's right. Like that's good because it's like that's what turned a lot of people off.
This nigga was trying to make Bikini Warriors the video game.
Yeah,
oh my god,
it's like literally, you're making all these things like hashtag you're dead, bro, and all this other stupid ass cringy ass voice lines. Like that's like you tried so hard to be not like Overwatch that it hurt your game. He's like the reason why people like Overwatch, a majority of the reason is as well as they like to see the character interactions. They like to see the lore like within the characters, like voice acting and seeing how they interact with new characters and stuff like that. But like if you think about it, Lawbreakers does not have this, and that's why the character design it's a part of because the character design is just very bland, but it's another part because the character personalities are dead. They act like they're locked in their own different like silos, and they don't know how to communicate with each other. So like for example, if you didn't know, the gunslingers, right? So the guy who's on the law side, he killed the guy on the breaker side. Did you even know that, Black?
No.
Yeah, they don't explain this at all. Like you literally have to dig deep in order to realize that. And so that was probably one of the biggest problems. Like they didn't give the characters. They didn't make them feel alive because they act like they're in their own little spheres where I think we had this conversation TBH. It felt like everybody just one day became a fucking psycho. It was like, hey bro, gravity's broke. Let's just go kill shit. Yeah, man, let's do it. And they're just going around shooting each other. It's like, but what's the purpose? I know you said a lot, Black. Like, why am I doing this? And they're like, oh, well, they broke gravity and they're trying to put it back together. But it's like, but your game doesn't explain that.
Like I said, I also just feel like when I was playing it the day it came out, it's like I've already played this map 100 times in the 5 other betas plus in LA. Like I'm okay with playing those, but they needed way more maps, modes, content. They added fucking what was it, Annex into the game with the capture the zone area. I'm like, really, Cliffy? Really? How you gonna try to get away from Gears of War and then put a Gears of War mode in the damn game?
How does a fast-paced game deal with literally people hiding in a very tight cornered area of the map? How do you do that? You don't, because it doesn't fucking work. You just deal with people, Titans just literally spamming the area, assassins rushing in and murdering. It's so fucking. It's a fucking.
The Titan in the small corridors. He was literally OP because it's like one direction. Yeah,
you know where they're coming from. There's like 2 ways you can go into it. That's why, like, out of all the game modes, that game mode infuriates me the most because literally it could be why is nobody playing the objective? And it's like, oh, we're trying to, but we're being like literally destroyed the moment we go.
Because in Gears, once you clear out the area, at least you're gonna get 10 to 20 seconds. You can lock it down at least for a little bit because the game isn't as fast. Like in that game, everybody zooms right back.
You can see people coming. You can see them coming. There's a strategy to it. You can literally be like, all right, they're coming from our east. Let's get, that's how we usually, I see you guys playing Gears. Like, all right, let's pop them. But you don't have that in Lawbreakers. It's just fucking chaos. It's just, oh shit, there's an assassin. Oh shit, I don't know what the fuck's going on. There's a bunch of fucking explosions. It's just, shit's not fucking
All right, so
there's chaos. There's no method to it.
How long before you guys think it'll go free to play? Because it's going free to play.
The funny part is, remember how the biggest thing was it was going to be originally free to play, but then he made the argument that if we make it free to play, the game wouldn't be. I just find it very hypocritical that Cliffy was the guy that was trying to diss Overwatch, saying, "Oh, this isn't a $60 multiplayer only game title, bullshit, $30, da 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 da," which proves the point that $60 multiplayer only titles. That's not a good argument anymore about a game being bad now, because it literally proves that his case is wrong. It's about the game being fun. And then he throws microtransactions in it. And so it's like, so you half told the truth to people. You were like, oh, there's no DLC, there's no season pass, none of that. I'm like, okay, well, Overwatch does that too. So what's your point? If you still have microtransactions in your game, you're just like Overwatch. You just literally, for the PC version, you're just $10 less. So what's your marketing ploy? I don't know. He made a lot of mistakes. I do agree with you, TBH. He needs, some people need to be fired. He needs to find some new talent if he's going to bring that game back from the dead. Because he could pull a Siege. After Siege, anything is possible. If Ubisoft can do it, yeah, god damn it, you got a shot. Anybody can pull a game back from the dead. But I think it's another thing. Like Siege, I think was fun. It was just hard to see the fun through the crack. Lawbreakers got to make some very Paragon-ish fundamental changes.
A new Dawn update.
Yeah, they got to do a new Dawn for their game because, like you said, Black, shit's not really that fun. I mean, I can have fun with the game, but I don't feel inclined to play the game nonstop. That's
pretty much.
I can't play it excessively because it's like I hop on. You play a game, and then it's like, where the fuck's my team on the objective? Then there's no commands to say, attack the fucking objective. The objective goes. Next thing you know, you're getting blown out 18-3 or 14-3, then you lose out all of a sudden. And it's like, come on, bro. I'm the only one out here trying to capture the ball or these objectives. Okay, cool. I will say one thing I did like that they changed was each team now has their own percentage for the ball to charge. But,
it is what it is. Wow, 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 wow.